Hi Gemini, this is Blue Loose here with a reading for you. It is January 2024, but whenever you come across this reading is the right time if you feel drawn to it, okay? This reading is for Gemini's Sun, Moon, and Rising, so if you have any of those placements, you might find something here for you. This is a general reading, so take it as it resonates and leave the rest, and know that you are the author of your own life, so make the choices that are best for you, okay? This is for Gemini's highest good. For all the Geminis who might be watching this right now, what is up ahead in the near future for you? Okay, I'm using an oracle deck instead of traditional tarot for your Celtic cross spreads, so and if you're watching this from YouTube, the extended version, and you want to fast forward through all this shuffling, feel free. There's also a little icon up in the corner, a little cog that you can select playback speed. So if you want to speed it up a little bit, that's a fun option. Okay, so Gemini, we have time travel crossed by your inner child. Wow, this is interesting. And let's see, I'm just going to get a couple more cards and we'll start. But I feel like you're kind of looking back in time right now, Gemini. You're reminiscing, you're looking back on your life. Maybe you're doing a recap of how did I get here? What brought me to this point right now? Maybe you find yourself reflecting on the choices you've made and where you want to go. And I'm going to put that sideways. Okay. All right, let's start. Yeah, so we have time travel crossed by inner child. So maybe you're looking back to your childhood and just going over memories. We'll put clarifiers as we go. In your recent past, we have protection, and it kind of came out reversed a little bit, and which makes me feel like maybe something happened that is causing you to, that brought you to this point of reflection. Okay, maybe you felt vulnerable, or maybe something big happened that you didn't see coming, or it wasn't expected, or maybe someone actually did something. Maybe there was an act of, I don't know, maybe just something happened, maybe an unfortunate event or something that is causing you to kind of reflect right now. And we even see in your near future, we have contemplation. So there's a lot of air energy here, a lot of like thinking about the way things have gone, how it's affecting you, and how you want to move forward. Crowning you is the High Priestess. So this is really, you are relying on your own intuition. You're really, what is my truth? Going with your gut instincts is a strong point for you. And being drawn to the globe that she's holding and all of like the little stars and the light coming out of it. So I feel like right now you can really trust whatever your inner self is bringing to you, is signaling to you, is those gut feelings, okay? So continue to rely on that. Below you in your subconscious, we have the Creator, which also was reversed. So again, I feel like maybe you're kind of like at a crossroads here, like between this reversed Creator and reversed protection. It's almost like something that you created, or something, how do I want to say this? Something, yeah, maybe something that you tried to put into action or that you tried to create didn't quite work out. Or some of you may have experienced like a sabotage moment, or maybe someone didn't look out for you, or something wasn't looked out for in a way that brought you to this review that you're going through right now. Okay. I want to get a better sense of where you're at with this too. So show me, Gemini, how Gemini is in a situation. Discipline. Okay. This is good. Gemini, with your the high priestess here, I'm noticing this kind of ethereal figure above this meditating person here. And that makes me really think of the high priestess. So with discipline, it's like your inner guidance is telling you what you need to do, how you need to do it, when you need to do it. So it's a self-practice. I feel like some of you are beginning to design your year ahead, so to speak, or your near future in a consistent and reliable way. So it's like you want to create more stability in your life, and you're enacting the discipline to do that, because our goals happen through consistent action. And maybe you're starting to realize that. In your environment, there might be people who are angry. I have fury coming out for your outer environment. So whatever this like jarring event that happened in the recent past was, there's perhaps people in your environment that are angry about it also. Or maybe, this will be different for everyone, but it's something that you could have done, or something that someone else could have done, or maybe it was an unforeseeable event. But whatever it was, there are people who are not happy about it in your outer environment, and it's caused you to really reflect and review. Okay, interesting. What are the hopes and fears? Open to receive. And it did kind of fly out sideways. So I am reading that like there's a fear in the situation about people being closed off, not open to perhaps working together, because we have sacred workspace underneath that. So there's the desire to want to work in collaboration, but there's also a sense of being closed off about it. There's this energy of kind of not being open to that. And I'll clarify that in a minute too, as a hope or a fear. In the outcome, we have Path of Shadows. Wow, Gemini. This is big stuff. This is shadow work. So it's right in line with kind of like this life review that I feel like you are starting to go through right now. And in your outcome, we still find you following this path. This is not a quick journey. Any path of going through the shadows, going through our shadow selves, or even for some people, the dark night of the soul. I'm not saying that you are going to have a dark night of the soul, but if you do, there's a lot of juice here, and you can really, if you're willing to stick, if you're willing to have the discipline to take this journey, Gemini, even though it's going to be maybe lengthy and challenging, it holds a lot of reward, and there's a lot of juice here, because it uncovers why we do what we do, the way we do it, and we can work through some of the subconscious reasons that sometimes can block us from things in our lives. So this is like whatever brought you here maybe was painful. However, if you keep going, just keep going. It's like the only way out is through. Okay, and I'm thinking of that other cliche where I'm gonna get it wrong, but it's something like, if you find yourself in hell, just keep going. Just as in like go through it. You have to just go through it. Okay, like the only way out is through. Ooh. So this is big for you. This is big for you, Gemini. Okay. Time travel, inner child, tapping into your deep history so that you can direct your future in a way that you feel good about. So this is big and tough, but it's exciting. And when you come out the other side, you'll be so much better for it. Okay. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have, I embrace the mysteries of life. I release the need to know. And this is right in line with what we have here. I bet if I shuffled these angel cards, that life review might come out. Is this the deck? Yes, it is. So I'm kind of sitting here in a sense of awe of you, clairaudience, okay? That clarifies the high priestess. So really pay attention to your psychic self, to your intuition, to your inner guidance. Maybe you're hearing things, like a song or a phrase or a sound or something. You know, some of you are clairaudient. We have that. Yeah, before I clarify this other stuff, let's just get a few cards from the angels, our Archangel deck. Things that will be good for you to know as you go through the next month or so. Indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. This is clarifying what we have on the board already, because crossing you and your challenge is your inner child. Okay, so, and it might be challenging. You might have like a curiosity, but also if you're hitting a wall with some things, maybe you can't quite remember things a certain way, or you want to figure out why something's happening the way it is, but you don't know where to go. So just the answer to that is just one step at a time, just the step in front of you. So we have inner child here. And, you know, some of you do have children and maybe they're sensitive. You know, you can Google indigo and crystal children and see what there's plenty of information about that on the interwebs. So maybe you relate to an indigo. Maybe you are an indigo or a crystal child and are sensitive, you know. This is a good time to like deep dive into your dreams and just kind of like to find answers and allow it to take the time it's gonna take. Okay, like don't rush this process. You can't rush it. All right, divine order, and you are safe. So that feels good to know. So trust this process, Gemini. Divine order, trust that everything is the way it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So if you had some kind of tower moment here, something fell apart, and you know, there's feelings, there's lots of feelings around about it, but keep doing what you're doing, which I think is going within and maybe like, you know, being a little introverted or something, and know that you're safe. Okay, you are being watched over. If you're you know, into like angels and, you know, all that stuff, just know that you're being looked out for right now and you're being protected. I'm protecting you against lower energies. This is Archangel Michael, and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. Okay, so I like that you are safe came out, because in the recent past we had protection reversed or sideways. So whatever happened in the past, going forward, you can maybe trust that it will be okay. You can trust that things will be okay. So I like this. Protection is now upright. Okay, so it's going in a good direction. I like that. I hope you do too. Because yes, you are safe, and divine order together is a good omen. Okay, and moon cycles at the bottom, which is like the high priestess. So yeah, just, you know, it's kind of fantasy land time. The Never-Ending Story, that movie is popping into my head with the dog, the flying dog. Maybe go watch that movie. Maybe there's something there for you. I don't know why that's popping in my head, but okay. Let's clarify now for you, okay, Gemini? Let's get a little bit, I want to get a tarot card here for you, representing you, okay? I'm going to get a clarifier for Gemini. And if you are resonating with this reading, and please like and share or subscribe, you know, that helps my channel. King of Pentacles. You are the King of Pentacles right now. And even though, you know, there's a lot of mental stuff going on right now, there's something grounded about you, which, you know, because all this mental energy can kind of feel like your head is in the clouds sometimes, or all this dreamscape. It's like, or there's a need to become grounded. So if you're not feeling grounded, do things that make you feel grounded. Like maybe you dance, or maybe, I don't know, maybe something physical like working out, or whatever that is for you. And being strong. Okay, good. And 2024 is an 8-year, which is strength. So there's more stability that is wanting and starting to emerge in your life right now. And the way to source that is by going within and really counting on yourself. You can trust yourself, okay? I also feel like this "you are safe" is meaning like you can trust your instincts. You can trust your inner knowing. Okay, let me see. Let me see the recent past. I want to get a card for your recent past with this wonky protection energy. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Over the Eight of Swords. And the Empress. Okay, so I feel like, right, something you had worked for in the recent past didn't work out. Something went wrong, or something went awry. And Eight of Swords is also like being in your head. So there's really a lot of being in your head. And maybe, you know, it could, some of you, maybe you miscalculated something, or maybe, yeah, because the Empress underneath all of that, and the Creator, there was the Creator also. So I feel like this might have really been something you were working on that didn't work out for whatever reason. And it launched you into this mental place where you're now reviewing everything, like where, you know, but this is putting you in a good spot, okay? Because because you're starting to make a discipline for yourself. And I'm going to advise you to kind of try to tune out. I mean, unless you're responsible and need to make amends for something, which might be true for some of you, try not to get too wrapped up in the outside world right now. Take responsibility where you need to, but otherwise, just put your focus inward, okay? Yeah, Three of Swords. Okay, something is hurtful, being hurtful here. Wow, with the High Priestess and the womb, there's a lot of, wow, creation, and following your instincts. Yeah, something, and so now the cards are repeating themselves. So this is clarity, the womb, the High Priestess, and Three of Swords. Yeah, something that you were creating, or that was being created, that you were involved with, went awry. So, and now we have High Priestess on the board twice. So really going within. Okay, let's get clarification on the outcome here. The Path of Shadows. The Path of Shadows. We have the Six of Cups. Something tied to the past. Something. So maybe Let me get another one before I say anything. Six of Cups is like inner child and time travel. Yeah, Path of Shadows with Six of Cups. This is I just feel like you're doing a serious life review, or a real like review, and it's going to continue as it's going to continue throughout the year. Yeah, you have your work cut out for you, but keep going, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. You know, if you find you need like a counselor to talk to someone, or things get heavy, if they start to feel heavy with the Ten of Wands here. The Ten of Wands is carrying a burden. But the good news is it's like you're almost through it. And these burdens that you're carrying are, it's like they're providing you what you need, because it's like this, it's like this woman here in the card carrying these sticks, like she made these for a reason, and they're helping her get where they need to go. So are they burdensome? Yes, but it's like the stress of things that are worth it, that are going to get you somewhere. Like working really hard on something you want to achieve is going to be heavy sometimes, but there's a goal in mind, and she's reaching the pinnacle. So you're reaching the pinnacle in your future as you continue on this path of shadows and doing all this work and review that you're doing. Yes, you will carry the burdens, but yes, it will be worth it. And yes, you will come out the other side. And yes, you will be richer for it. You'll be more grounded. You'll be more secure. You'll feel like you accomplished something. And it's something big. Like I feel like this is something big in your life for you, Gemini. So congratulations. Okay, is there anything else for this outcome before? Leave me comments too. I want to know. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're getting clear about things. Okay. And I'm going to put this deck down, and Temperance at the bottom. So things will balance out in the future. But this is a long-term project. Okay, so have tenacity. This is endurance building. Okay. What are some things for you to know, Gemini, as you stay the course here? What are some really important things for Gemini to keep in mind? What are Gemini's strengths? Consistency, yes. With discipline, okay? Make a plan for yourself and follow the plan. You know, if you say, I'm going to wake up at a certain time every day and then I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, do it. Okay, show up for yourself. Showing up for yourself. This is the year where you show up for yourself, if you haven't before, Gemini, okay? Consistency. Because consistency, when we make a practice out of something, when we are disciplined with something, whatever that is for us, it becomes, over time, it becomes second nature. And then we start to master it. And then it just becomes a part of our life, and then we can do it without thinking, and it's easy, right? It's not easy in the beginning. But as we practice it, and balance, yes, which is the Temperance energy. So, big things for you, balance, consistency. One more for Gemini. Gemini's strengths. When all else fails, come back to that. Consistency. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. Nurture. Yeah. Nurture yourself. Tend to yourself. Just go inward, okay? Gemini, I hope that helps you. Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to look at those. And Rebel deck, one final sassy message for you before we go, Gemini. Oh, it's right here. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or quit. Shit's going down with your job. Okay, so you're reevaluating and figure your shit out on your own. Okay, High Priestess. High Priestess energy. That's where you're gonna be strong. So Gemini, I hope that helps. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks for joining.